Hello everybody, I'm Raphael Perry, and it's time for some more Planescape Torment. Now, this is actually my second attempt at recording this episode. I tried previously on Saturday, but I was still upset over hearing about the passing away of my favourite actor ever, Sean Connery, a man with magnificent presence and no great variety of accents. He had 2 accents. Yeah, not 1, 2. In 2 of his films, he actually attempted an Irish accent, and it wasn't very convincing. And those would be Darby McGill and the Little People, a film about a little girl in Ireland who got to meet the fairies and have some adventures with them, and he played
What's the hold-up?
a kind of boyfriend supporting male lead character. And also there was some, I think that's from the 50s or 60s, that film, and also there was some film about Irish American gangsters.
Come on, let's shake a leg.
You
shake a leg.
Easy, Mort. In which he attempted a slightly more convincing Irish accent, but it still sounded, 3 parts Scottish, 2 parts Irish, 3 parts Scottish, 1 part Irish, 1 part lockjaw.
Time is precious. Let us not squander it here.
Additionally, I was in a bit of a grumpy mood.
I'm gone.
Because the Prime Minister had just announced the second lockdown to begin on Thursday. So, fun. More population control. Whether or not that is a good thing remains to be seen. And then apparently there's some country called Erica, where there's an election going on and loads of people are giving each other grief over that. It's not my country, not my election, but people I know have been holding very strong opinions about it. And then there's other stuff going on as well. So yeah, I was in a bit of a grumpy mood. I wanted to beat things up. I wanted to, mash buttons a bit and, feel powerful. And obviously, walking around these dead catacombs trying to speak to various corpses and understand what's going on, it wasn't the right game for me to be recording at the time. And I made some terrible choices, made a horrible mess out of it, and in all honesty, I was in such a bad mood that the episode wasn't worth releasing. So I'm going to do this all over again, because I completely messed some things up. So, walking around here trying to find a way to learn, to understand Stale Mary the zombie, because there's got to be a way to do it. And don't worry, I found it out in the last episode, but I thought let's methodically go through, talk to everyone, and find out what is going on here. Ah, well met again. I'm not going to tell him about the skeleton who's considering seeking the true death just yet. Hang on, I didn't load the wrong... I might have done, hang on. So, here's the new save I created. I just called it the new save. There's the old one I was on. I'll make sure I've loaded that.
I'm gone.
Yeah, I don't see Hargrim the Black just yet. Why is he up here now? I want to talk to him soon as well. But I thought I'd methodically go through. Start with Soigo, because I know that he's a kind of treacherous agent here. He's coming here trying to persuade these dead to do something they mostly do not wish to do. Hargrim the Black gives them the energy to continue living and going on. Okay, so the option is still there. And I think what we need to do is prove what Soigo is up to, get the skeleton who's considering passing on to come and see him, and then tell Hargrim the Black to come and arrest Soigo or cast him out. And then, by proving our loyalty, we'll be granted an audience with the Silent King and allowed to depart from these halls. At least that's what sort of 18, 20-year-old memories are telling me. I had some questions. I will answer what I can. Tell me about Stale Mary. Stale Mary is a good-hearted soul, if slow. I cannot understand much of what she says, but she and the other zombies are not prone to violence. That's all I wish to know. Farewell. So I want to find the person who can help me understand Stale Mary. I'm pretty sure it's done through conversation with someone, and I'm not sure who. I don't think it's a Caste the Ghoul, although I should talk with her soon as well, to kind of get her feelings on the place. And there goes Hargrim the Black. He's kind of hard to trace down from really, so let's nab him right now, because they do stop moving when I target them for conversation. Hargrim acknowledges your presence by nodding quietly in your direction. I had some questions. It motions for you to proceed. Why have I been made a prisoner? 'Tis the will of the Silent King. The living who are caught here are made to languish in his halls until they join the quiet ones. Could he be convinced to allow otherwise?
Updated my journal.
After a short silence, its jaws creak open. 'Tis doubtful, but perhaps mysterious are the ways of the Silent King. May I speak with him? It holds up a bony palm. With a creaking groan and a puff of dust, its jaws open to speak. No. Its voice, deep and resonant, echoes for a long while in the vaulted chamber. But why not? Its voice booms throughout the chamber. No living creature may pass the doors that lead to his throne room, nor would I allow thee an audience, even if such a thing were possible. Thou shalt not see him. But I need his permission to leave. It holds up its palm. No, by the power of the Silent King, thou shalt not leave this place. What can I do to convince you? Firstly, I would know why thou art here. I'm looking for something. A small bronze sphere. It shakes its head. I have seen no such thing. Why dost thou seek this object? Well, it's for a man named Farod. The skeleton draws back. It looks up and away as if peering at the surface. Blood still beats in his black worm-ridden heart. That wheezing sack of flesh still sent his pack into our homes to raid and pillage. It faces you once more. Thou were wrong to come here. We tolerate no such desecrators within our borders. But I am not of his pack. Why then art thou here, invading our homes on a fetch and carry for this miserable soul? I'm finding this sphere for him in return for information I need. There is no other loyalty between us. It looks you over carefully, tapping its chin with a bony finger. Click, click, click. Thou do not seem the sort to follow such a man. Perhaps thou speakest true. Perhaps thy presence here is tolerable. Well, that's a relief. I did have some other questions. It motions for you to proceed. Let me ask you about someone in particular. It breathes out its reply in a cloud of stale dust. Ooh. Tell me about Stale Mary. She is the most intelligent of what some call the rotting herd. Those zombies which populate the dead nations. Unlike many of us, her heart did not depart at the moment of death. That is as much as can be said. There can be dead nations. It's one nation, singular, not plural. That doesn't make too much sense. How do you understand her? There is a long pause before the skeleton makes its reply. Thou must learn to listen. That is all. Let's see. Let me ask of someone else. It breathes out its reply in a cloud of stale dust. Tell me about Akaste, the one with whom I have not yet spoke. She is the matriarch of the ghoul pack that has come to our halls. She is strong and extremely cunning. I see, that's all I wish to know for now. Farewell. Now let's go find out what Stale Mary can tell us. Now, something I also discovered in the last episode, which I should look into again, is I believe I encountered 2 skeletons. Ah, this one. This skeleton looks up. Solve that dastardly riddle yet? No, not yet. Farewell. This is... Okay, so I found him. And then there's the other skeleton, the one who asked him the riddle. Should be around here somewhere. Ah, yes. Oh, what? Okay. One moment. That's annoying. So... hold on. There's something odd going on here, okay?
I'm gone.
It seems that the state from this save has overwritten the state from the other save, where I messed things up with the riddling skeleton so badly that he refuses to speak to me ever again. And that's obviously somewhat annoying, because it makes it impossible to... What? The skeleton is shaking its head and giggling to itself. It guffaws and snorts occasionally, biting down its bony hand to stop itself. Hang on. Oh, angry, impatient save and the new save. Right, this makes more sense now. Right, this is the... Alright, so I'm back here. I'd better just quickly go find Hargrim the Black to learn about Stale Mary again. Right, that makes sense. I'd loaded the wrong save. Right, let's ask... I'm just going to go through this again.
Updated my journal.
person. Still Mary.
Updated my journal.
And Noah Caste, because I haven't met her yet, see? That is my bad, but hopefully I've corrected things now. So, the two skeletons. You have the one skeleton who's been asked a riddle that is hard to solve. Right? This one. The skeleton is muttering to itself, occasionally pausing to scratch its skull. It's old enough so that no meat is left on its bones, only a few coloured rags. Greetings. It nods in return, but does not reply to you. I had some questions. The skeleton looks up at you and grunts in frustration. Not now. Forgive me, but I've the most horrible riddle on my mind, and I can't puzzle it out. It's a skeleton. It shouldn't be able to talk. It has no voice box. It has no throat, no tongue. What's the riddle? It seems surprised. Oh, going to give it a try out, va? Yes, go ahead. Very well. This is from a chortling buffoon of a bone bag thou may well find nearby. It refuses to give me the answer, and it's killing me. Well, I mean, that's kind of already happened, but do go on. It nods. Think of words which end in "gree." Angry and hungry are two of them. There are but 3 words in the common tongue, but what is the third? The word is something that one uses every day. If thou hast listened carefully, I have already told thee what it is. It's, Stumped as well, eh? Well, let me know if thou shouldst find the answer, and best of luck should I try and get it from the chattering fool which gave it to me. I say farewell. So, yeah, trying to get the answer from the other skeleton is very difficult. Seems to involve some kind of stat check under the hood. Probably intelligence, possibly wisdom. And we have this nameless zombie here. Hello again. As the zombie faces you, a hint of recognition flashes in her dead eyes. She holds her rotting hands out to you as if asking for aid. Greetings. The zombie moans softly in reply. With each exhalation, the stench of rotting meat fills the air. I've got some questions. You clearly want to speak to me. You can't make out what the zombie moans, but it seems like she's asking you something. I can't understand you. Farewell. I'm pretty sure that might be Stale Mary, but not entirely certain. We should go see Stale Mary now. Find out what we can learn from her. This is the skeleton, the doubtful skeleton, the one who is considering the true death. I think we have to persuade him to go and see Soego to get Soego in trouble so that we can gain Hargrim the Black's trust. But for now, let's go see Stale Mary. You see Stale Mary. When she finally notices you, she groans softly. Grr. Grr. I had some questions. She nods her head, awaiting your question. Hargrim said that I needed to learn to listen to you. Do you know what he meant by that? The corpse takes a step towards you, reaching her arm out to touch you. Well, I should probably let her. Her nearly fleshless hand brushes gently against your forearm and she speaks. Listen. Listen. How did you do that? She touches you once more. Speak to dak'kon, but you must do it properly. Can you teach me to talk to the zombies down here? She smiles, the hardened skin of her face creaking like thick leather. Yeah. Please do then.
Updated my journal.
That's a lot of experience. She finishes teaching you the skills required to speak with the dead, a process she calls Stories Bones Tell. Can I talk to any dead body? Some sugar. Thank you. I had some questions. She nods her head, awaiting your question. Where am I? Oh, the king. Interesting, the king is similar to the Anglo-Saxon konung. No, actually, Anglo-Saxon is kinning. The Old Norse is kunungur, isn't it? Or kunung. Tell me about the Silent King. Yes, what can you tell me about him? I'm gonna regret asking this, but what do you know about him? Never mind then. Let's talk about something else. She's the most intelligent zombie down here, but she's still a zombie. Tell me about yourself. Murray. What do you do here? God zombie. Quiet ones. Quiet ones? That's dead. Alright, tell me about the other zombies. What sort of work? Just to be clear, there are, like, translations written here, but they're less entertaining to read. Who else inhabits this place? I'm not going to ask her about the Silent King again. I think we've plumbed the depths of her knowledge there. Ghoul. Rats. We've asked about the zombies already. Tell me about the skeletons. Oh god, I'm gonna have to read that. Oh my god. Grim. Red. just would work. Look, it's hard for her to speak, okay? She has to put in a lot of energy here. You know, Hargrim, their leader, gives us the word of the Silent King. The skeletons guide us in our work. Tell me about Hargrim. Hargrim skills leader gives us the word of Silent King. Apparently she can yawn as well. Concern word. Why is he concerned? Saga Acosta. So, why is he worried about Soego? Saga Perka Duff. He preaches death? Or just why does he want you to die? He's a dust man. But
Updated my journal.
Dustman. Like last time I spent like 3/4 of an hour trying to find who I had to talk to get to talk to Stale Mary and getting increasingly frustrated. Okay, I didn't actually speak to her about this. It was just pretty obvious. And so why is Hargrim worried about Akaste, the ghoul who wants to eat everything? Acosta. Anger. Anger? Acosta won't kill everyone. Akaste wants to kill everyone. Why does she want to kill everyone? Hunger. Hunger. I see. Why don't you tell me about someone else? I sense if I ask about Soego or Akaste, she'll tell me the same. Never mind, I had some other questions. She nods her head, waiting for your question. Although we can't really tell if she's nodding or if it's just sort of lolling on her neck. Have you seen us? Oh, I was going to ask her about the rats. Have you seen a small bronze sphere anywhere here? No. Sure. Alright, I had some other questions. I'm gonna skip who's in here for rats. Gone. Ghoul shadow. Ghouls chase away, apparently. Right, that's all I want to know for now, but I may be back later. Farewell. And in terms of leveling, we are very close indeed. Right, it would be nice to switch back to being a magic user so that we could go into our spellbook and check our level 2 spells and find out if we have already learned Blood Bridge, which I'm pretty sure we have, and Elysium's Tears, which I'm pretty sure we haven't, because dak'kon can learn these, and also we have Uhir's Knife, which we would like to identify at some point. But we don't have a party thief, and we don't have anyone capable of training us to change back to thief. And I have a memory there are traps in the upcoming area. No, not that one. If you've played the game, you know exactly which area I'm talking about. I'm talking about the actual area before that. And I want to be capable of at least having a chance of finding traps and dealing with them. And then, after I take the bronze sphere back to Farod, I can safely change back to magic user. Which means I'm stuck in the thief class for now, and pretty near to level 6, to be honest. At which point I should probably, it would be nice to increase wisdom, or intelligence, or charisma. I do need intelligence for quite a few things. Apparently wisdom is very helpful as well, not just for an experience point bonus, which it may give. Charisma apparently gives some added conversation options, but I haven't seen it give too many. Right. Where is that zombie who's forgotten her name and wants our help? There we go. As the zombie faces you, a glint of recognition flashes in her dead eyes. She holds her rotting hands out to you as if asking for aid. Greetings. The zombie moans softly in reply. Only your skills in conversing with the dead allow you to understand her. Name. My name. No, I don't know your name. Is that why you're so distressed? Forgot my name. My name. Her milky eyes well with a black, roomy substance. The corpse's only tears. Can I help you find your name again? The corpse nods slowly. My tomb, she points southwards. Watery catacombs. But how will I know it when I find it?
Updated my journal.
Chest. Spiked chest bolted down near my tomb. Alright, why is it so important to you? She holds up her decaying hands for you to examine. Even as you do so, a fingernail drops off, hitting the tiles with a soft click. Rotting away. Soon nothing left. Nothing but bones and a name. I see, I had some other questions. No, There is a long pause. The zombie shrugs one of her shoulders, not quite rising as high as the other. Ask Mary. Stale me, Sherry. Perhaps I will. Farewell. So now... Find the nameless zombie. Find the nameless zombie her name. Shouldn't be find the nameless zombie's name, or find the nameless zombie's name and no. Find the name of the zombie's name and give her name. Yeah, like the her name I think only works if it's like and give her name or something like that. And find the decanter of endless water, which is somewhere in the Weeping Stone catacombs, which we are not currently in. Sorry, catacombs, not catacombs. I know because it looks like tombs, but it's not, it's ohms. Great, so we have our puzzled skeleton here. Talk to him again. No, we haven't solved the riddle. Let's just go find the riddling skeleton and make sure we haven't ticked him off. And then I think I should probably save the game just to make sure. Right. The skeleton is shaking its head and giggling to itself. It guffaws and snorts occasionally, biting down on its bony hand to stop itself. It is old enough so that there is no meat left on its bones, only a few coloured rags. I'm going to ignore it for now. Can I still talk to you? Yes. Awesome. Now I save the game. There's a caster busy being angry. So the ghouls want to eat everyone, but they're not allowed to eat the ones that are still moving. And the zombies do the work and move around. The skeletons are kind of like the upper class citizens, I suppose. The zombies are like the workers, and the ghouls are like the communist uprising, waiting for the revolution. I don't know. You see Stale Mary. When she finally notices you, she groans softly. Grr, grr. I had some questions. Let me ask you about someone in particular. I can't ask her about the nameless zombie. Mary, I need to speak with the Silent King. Can you help me? Whoa. I need to leave this place. Very well then. Farewell. I should probably talk to Hargrim the Black and see if I can get him to tell me why he's worried about Soego. I mean, we know why, right? And I think he's either going to tell us nothing new, or he'll say, I can't act against him until I have some firm proof. Okay, he's not up here. He roams around this portion of the map quite wildly and is a pain in the bum to track down sometimes. Also, other words that end in "gree." We've got angry and hungry, and supposedly there's only one more. And it's very hard to think of one. It's, there he is! After him! He cannot get away! Except we pause every time we redirect, so there we go. Hargrim acknowledges your presence by nodding quietly in your direction. I had some questions. It motions for you to proceed. Let me ask you of someone in particular. It breathes out its reply in a cloud of stale dust. Ooh. Tell me about Soego. He tries to convince us to give up this pretense of life, as he calls it, and pass into the true death. He claims that it is our passions that anchor us to this life, and we must go to them, and we must let go of them and our duty. He wants us to die. Go on.
Updated my journal.
Some listen to his words, but none have chosen to surrender themselves to his beliefs. Those that did would be forever silenced. Our numbers would dwindle, and all that we have here would be destroyed by what surrounds us. Soego may believe he is doing right, but is, in truth, causing great harm. And why do you allow him to stay? We cannot force him to leave. He knows we cannot harm him. The dead truce. No undead may injure a dustman unless first attacked. Also, the Silent King wishes no slaughter in his halls. I see. Let me ask you of someone else. I want to ask about the Caste before I go talk to her. She is the matriarch of the ghoul pack that has come to our halls. She is strong and extremely cunning. Alright. I think Stale Mary might have indicated that Caste is pretty cunning as well. So let's see. The rot stink of this ancient-looking ghoul woman is nauseating, even from a distance. Her grey-green skin is infested with tomb rot and festering sores, and her fingers, each capped with a long curved talon, are covered in dried blood and filth. Her hair, thick with scuttling insects and worms, hangs to her knees. It hides nearly all her face in shadows, save for a fanged feral grin and a lolling grey tongue. I haven't seen rot stink hyphenated before, or ghoul woman, or ancient looking actually. It's a bit odd. There's a lot of oddly placed hyphens in this description. Greetings. Man, I'm gonna need a drink of water for this. I don't have one to hand. You know what? Actually, yes, I am going to need a drink of water for this. One moment. Now, apart from my experiences with her last night, I do have 21-year-old memories of her doing lots of angry shouting and not too much else. Right.
What have we here? Some pretty meat, aye? A little tough gristle? Sharpen me teeth on your bone and grow fat on your marrow, hmm?
You must be a caste.
I don't have to be anything to you, meat and bones. You watch your tongue with me, or no one will find you in one piece again.
I'll use whatever tone I like with you, ghoul. She begins to laugh before you're finished speaking, a terrible shrill mocking sound.
Foolish meat, don't know, do you? I am a caste ghoul queen. My precious blighted ones will feast on you, devour every last bit, even your marrow, fill our bellies. Dare you speak to me so?
But never mind, I had some questions. There's no point antagonizing them, there's quite a lot of ghouls in this area. Also the Dead Pact. If we are a Dustman, we can't attack them. And we have evidence that we were a Dustman Necromancer at one point in the past.
Who are you to come before me like a feast? Answer a caste.
I could go down the ad&d route of lying, but I've never really explored that one too much, and I don't particularly like the way it goes. I've heard that if you talk about ad&d enough and enough people believe in him, he comes into existence, and then you tell him that he doesn't exist and you made him up, and he stops existing, and you get to take all his existing imaginary stuff that you made up, which doesn't amount to very much, apparently. I have no name. Do-do-do, wah, wah, wah.
I have no name. but neither does Akaste. I'll call you Blooded One. Pray you still have a name and a will before I tear you apart.
Blooded One?
Meat people to eat.
Her yellow eyes peer intently at you through her ragged white hair.
Yeah. Meat people to eat, yeah.
I had some other questions.
Go. Pester Akaste while you still live, meat. Ask.
Why have I been made a prisoner?
Because we didn't catch you in the dark halls where you'd have been a meal to us.
She shakes her head, snarling.
Damn the Silent King, damn his old bones. Meat caught here by the others stays here until it joins the others.
Others? Who else inhabits this place?
Many wander these blighted halls. Yes, marrow filled of bones, herd of dead flesh. We, the blighted ones, all ruled by the Silent King.
She spits in disgust.
Who tells us what we can do, what not to do. Also the little tasties, blooded rats.
Akaste rubs her clawed hands together greedily. Tell me about the Silent King.
Unseen king, not silent. He say, we do. Marrow-stuffed bones and herd of dead flesh obey him, no question. Akaste not see, Akaste only hear. One day I shall meet this one. Meet this one, yes. Akaste strong and Silent One weak. We shall see who is master, yes.
Let me ask you about someone else in particular. Let's ask her about Stale Mary, see what she says.
Fleshy food, not strong like Akaste. Weak, dead flesh woman.
Alright, let's ask about someone else. Let's ask her. Akaste narrows her eyes and cocks her head.
Who does the meat ask about?
Suego.
Pale-blooded one who sleeps in dust and smells like blooded rat. He first see I eat.
He smells of blooded rat.
But good, eat him anyway. He stink of dust, but right blood and meat beneath his pale skin. Good to eat.
What's a blooded rat?
Goes squeak squeak, run into dark tunnels when chased. Hard to catch, snacks hard to get. Warm flesh, easy crunch in teeth. Many of them elsewhere. We go kill them and eat them all. Hunger go away with so many in belly. Always watching us with red juicy eyes in dark. Want to eat them?
So the ghouls are very much driven by their insatiable hunger. They believe that if they eat enough they will be full, but it never seems to work out that way, and then the hunger returns and they don't ever question the wisdom of their previous decision, gorging themselves on whatever dead flesh they can find. What are you doing here?
We fight, win and feed. Blooded ones such as you can't become our food in the end. Ravenous hungers we have. Burn the stomach, never full. We hunger all the time, and here we are. Hurry up, die and be still.
Blooded ones?
Meat people to eat, yeah.
I've gotta go back through this again. How did you come to be here?
Wander catacombs, hunt and kill, crack open crypt and coffin, eat bones and dead flesh. Come here.
Akaste blinks.
Here, strange place. Akaste stay among the weak, marrow-filled bones and herd of dead flesh. Can make noise, talk to them and they talk back.
So why have you not killed and eaten these dead then? Akaste frowns.
Not easy prey. They are not still like other bones and dead flesh are. They fight as pack, and many of them. Difficult to beat both. Weaker separate, together stronger. Almost as strong as a caste. So we wait.
What is it you wait for?
Wait for weakness. Yes. Wait to see how strong Silent King is. If he's stronger than a caste. Wait for herd of dead flesh to stop following marrow-filled bones.
I think that actually means Hargrim the Black. And what will you do then?
Updated my journal.
Would eat all. Kill all small blood-fur things. Eat all rag-blooded things in village. Eat. Catacombs to full of feast. Hungry are we. Hunt and eat.
As she talks, she becomes more agitated, gnashing her teeth and spraying spittle. Let her rant on.
Kill them all, a caste would. Tear and rend, shred the herd of dead flesh. Stupid, stupid cattle. Slow and weak, fit only to eat and rend and tear. Break and snap the weak bones. Suck the marrow from their brittle bones. Kill and eat them all!
I'm going to let her keep ranting, but I really need that drink of water right now. Oh.
I can't say want them to be quiet. Still, dead, not talk and walk. Die and be still so that it can be eaten, caught between their teeth, crack their skulls to suck forth their brain meat, then pull open their ribcage and devour the soft parts past the skin.
Akaste smashes a clawed fist into the ground, shattering the tiles in her rage. I'm gonna step away here in case she totally flips out and attacks me. And I'm gonna head away, give her some time to calm down. I think it's possible to talk my way out of that conversation without... Oh yeah, there's a merchant here I can trade with. I should totally do that. But I can't remember if she automatically flies into a rage and attacks if we let her get too angry. I'm just checking in terms of what items we have equipped in weapon slots. The answer is, of course, not very many. Oh, you again. What do you want now? Right. Are you going to answer any of my questions? Nope. He looks around behind you. I'd rather stare at the wall, frankly. He looks back at you. Are you going to buy something or not? Well, I suppose I'll take a look and see what you got. Don't suppose you got any spell scrolls. Ooh, Charm of Infinite Recall. I should totally take that. And I might want to pick up some of these Ice Knife. I'm pretty sure I know that. I might want to pick up some of these healing items before heading into the next area. But then again, maybe not. Right. Akaste, the leader of a pack of ghouls, is very eager to see the dead nations become her feeding ground. She's only waiting for a weakness to show itself before she and her ghouls begin to run rampant through the catacombs, killing and devouring all they run across. I see. The skeleton looks troubled, shaking its head and mumbling to itself. Greetings. It makes no response, apparently lost in thought. I said greetings. It looks up, and seeing you sighs with a small puff of dust. I've much on my mind and would prefer to be left alone. Is there something I could help you with? No, I've a difficult decision to make, 'tis all. What decision is that?
Updated my journal.
To continue my life here or to die. To finally pass into the true death I've been told of. A true death? A complete absence of passion. The true death is the true life beyond this shadow of existence. It is said that we must reach this place to free ourselves, and yet the fact that you are experiencing passionate anguish over this decision means I don't think you're ready yet to give up on life. However, I'll leave you to your thoughts for now. I'll go see if I can mention it to Soego. Because this skeleton may be ready to make a very big decision about the rest of his existence. I have a feeling that the skeleton just walks up to Soego and he casts a spell that allows it to die, and then Hargrim comes and says you've broken the covenant. Should I feel guilty for the skeleton? I don't know. He's been here in the afterlife for a long time already. I met a skeleton in one of the hallways here that seems to be on the brink of seeking the true death. Oh, I will go speak with him now. You do that. We'll talk with Hargrim the Black. I'm not sure we can. I think he'll just... He's buggered off anyway! Where is he hiding? Oh no! Oh, Skeleton Priest, your services are needed. Ahaha! Hargrim acknowledges your presence, but let's see. No, I can't bring it to his attention yet. Oh, Soego, are you coming? You don't seem to be coming. We saw you walk in this direction. Are you not going to... Ah, there we go. Right, okay. And... you know, we are feeling a little devious on the thiefish side. We might even be getting a new level soon. Could you pay attention to this man who has left the chapel? Or is leaving the chapel, rather? Yes, you follow. I suppose I should have told the skeleton to continue living and then told Soego to go see him. I don't know if I would have been able to do that. Oh, Hargrim is now following. I think he's intent on finding out what Soego is up to. Hey, mate, are you going to actually follow, or are you just going to stand there? No, he's just random moving by the look of it. Okay. Oh, there's the doubtful skeleton. Okay. So, that was a really quick conversation, apparently. The skeleton looks troubled, shaking its head and mumbling to itself. Greetings once again. It's the same decision. I think Hargrim needs to wait for Soego to act more brazenly. Hey, where are you? Stop walking into the darkness. There we go. I don't see how we'd need healing unless... Right. Wait. Someone in particular? No. Okay. I think we need to do this. I think maybe if we antagonized Caste enough, and she... I don't know. I think we might need a little more damning evidence. So, let's say... I think it may be time for you to release your hold on life. But let's see how it... I shall take thy words into consideration. Now I ask thee to leave me to my thoughts. Farewell. Okay, so now, if we go to Soego and take him back to the skeleton, and he walks his slow path all over again. Ah, this door is now closed. It was open last time. That's interesting. So Soego closes the doors and the other dead don't. So he's got some manners. That's nice. Ah, well met again. I met a skeleton in the hallways here that seems to be on the brink of seeking the true death. This line looks different this time. I can't describe exactly. It just the placement, the gap here, the spacing, it looks a little different. Oh, I will go to speak to him now. Oh, it must be the same. So now we wait, we follow, and we wait. And we observe. I believe that back here in this chamber is where it all goes down. I also believe we should probably warn Hargrim the Black about a caste, but that doesn't seem to be an option just yet. And I'm pretty sure that when I played this previously, I didn't explore that option too much and went down this particular route instead. Because I thought he's not going to kill the skeleton straight away, right? They're going to have a conversation and discuss it, right? But then it went a bit more extreme than I thought. We just go to here. Oh, okay, maybe not quite here. Come, Soego. You've nearly reached your destination. He's like, right here, man. Do I have to get him to talk to him like 3 times? Or now can I talk to Hargrim the Black about it? Yeah, let's some questions. Someone in particular, Soego. Why do you allow him to stay? Caste. Let's go ghouls. I do not trust them or their matriarch Caste. They watch us with hungry eyes and would doubtless devour us all if our numbers and the word of the Silent King were not a shield against them. It pauses as if thinking.
Updated my journal.
They are forever ravenous. Without us holding them in check, they would run rampant in the buried village and the warrens of the cranium rats, killing all and would return to devour all that is here. Okay. So there's something here that isn't completing, right? Maybe the line looked different because it was actually a different version of the same line. And oh, he closed the door behind him. Nice. Good for him. I'm not sure quite what I'm missing, so let's just come in here. And think for a moment. Right, look. Yeah, you do that. Maybe you've a third time's the charm. Because I think we need to persuade the skeleton to go see him afterwards. If it's not 3 times, then it's going to be something that I've missed somehow. Oh, also, we now have this Stories Bones Tell ability. Which I also think is the inspiration behind the title of my unpublished Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay scenario, The Secrets Stone Tells. Now hang on, I need to be careful here because a few years after I ran that at some conventions, a Living Pathfinder Society scenario was published with a remarkably similar title. I think theirs is The Secrets Stone Tells. No, theirs is The Secret Stones Tell. I'll check, because one is mine and the other one is theirs. Right, hello again. Can we make some progress here? I think I should save this here and check a suspicion, right? If we tell him to live... no, so it's just take your words into consideration every time. So, do I just need to tell him this lots of times? No. Huh. I'm not sure. I think I should probably, oof. There is a way to get the skeleton to go see him in that chamber over there. But I can... maybe stay on Mary. Ooh, there's a thought. Greetings. Someone in particular? Can't ask about the doubting skeleton. Clearly I am missing something here. And I can't for the life of me work out what it is. It's nearly 3 in the morning. I should probably think. Oh, there's a bit of a dilemma, isn't it? There is a way to get the doubtful skeleton to go and see Soego. I don't know what it is. Okay, something I could help you with. He's only really interested in this one matter. I'm not sure I should do this one more time. There's got to be another way. Do I need to tell Hargrim the Black while Soego is on his way to meet the skeleton? Well, the door closing is a sign that something is significantly changing, right? I'm not sure what it is. I mean, ideally, right, I need to tell him this, and then I need to run and find Hargrim the Black and say, "Oi, mister, come look at this, this is important." Like, he's gonna do a dirty and kill a skeleton that's already dead, that doesn't want to be dead but does and is confused. Oh, where are you hiding? Ah! Right, hello. Ask about Soego. King Women's fight. Okay, let me ask about something else. Nope, no, not somebody. Other undead. Wait. What shadows? What about the shadows? We know not. It may be that they wander elsewhere. We rarely leave this place. It pauses if unsure whether to go on. Once many shadows dwelled among us, but they come to our halls no more. They left long ago, and we know not where they went. Some say they wander the plains. Probably the negative elemental plane. Right. I don't... There's got to be a way, right? I'm not sure what it is. Okay. Soego, are you coming? I mean, we can't run that fast. Can we? The door is still open after all. And I'm pretty sure he doesn't wait for us to be there to start moving. Maybe he does. Okay, let's just try following and not letting him out of our sight. And I think he'll just walk over there, not talk to the skeleton, or just not audibly anyway, and leave. Hey, could you not... I'm trying to help you, man. You and your dead ancient crown. Okay, he just turns around and walks back. Do we need to wait for him to go all the way back? I don't know. Maybe. Let's wait for him to go all the way back. I'm clearly missing a trick here, and I can't for the life of me remember what it was. It was about 20 years ago. We need to wait until we can persuade the skeleton to go back and see him in the chapel. So if we don't talk to the skeleton until he's actually gone all the way back there... Well, don't slam the door in our faces, it's rude. You know, just like us trying to get you killed and reveal that you're a were-rat. Man, if going back to talk to the skeleton after he comes in here and gets back to his place doesn't work, then I might have to go look it up. Because it's been like nearly half my life since I last played this properly, you know. Right, so here we are. I can either try talking to him about it. Oh, see, that option has now disappeared. Some questions. Yep, okay. So now we can go back to that skeleton and say, hey, things might have finally progressed now. We might even want to consider running back, although that would kind of break the somber tone of this location. Perhaps we were just being a little too hasty. And as Treebeard says, do not be hasty. The skeleton looks troubled, shaking its head and mumbling to itself. It nods in response. So, is this any different? You know, I think it may be time for you to relinquish your hold on this life. I take thy words into consideration, how I ask thee to leave me to my thoughts. Farewell. Alright, so there's gotta be some kind of... Oh... Is this some kind of bug that's been fixed in the GOG version? Because the GOG version doesn't record, unfortunately. I wish it did. If such a game-breakingly glaring error hadn't been fixed in the remastered version on Steam, that would be very odd, so I don't think that's it. But if I can now tell him about the skeleton again, there's clearly something wrong. Yeah, okay, I don't know what it is. I'm going to have to just end the episode here. It's nearly 3 in the morning, and I'm tired and sleepy, and probably not making the best decisions, and I've clearly got stuck in a loop here. Alright, well, I hope you have all enjoyed this episode, even if I have kind of run up against a bit of a brick wall. And I'll look forward to seeing you all in the next one. I'm going to say bye-bye for now, though, and cheerio, everyone.